You had multiple people that tried to get you off your rockers, knock you off your square, make you feel like you was less than for their satisfaction. Well, someone is finding out, or someone has found out that messing with you was not a game, and it is a hard pill to swallow after coming for you multiple times. This wasn't just someone that respected you. This was someone that wanted to glorify their ego and their self-satisfaction and make you out to look like the bad person, all for their gain. They ganged up multiple people to come look at your demise, see you fall, see you irritated, see you unwell. They had multiple people believing that you were really not who you said you were in the spirit. When really in the spirit, you're really royalty and you are not a game to be played with. But they chose to play a psychological mind game with you with others, making it seem like you wasn't who you were. That if they picked on you long enough, if they talked about you long enough, if they tried to set traps for you long enough, that you was going to eventually fold, give in, cry, hide under a rock, but mainly boo-hoo and cry is what they wanted you to do. And get you so to the point where you're so weak that you wouldn't be able to function in life. But for some reason, you keep getting back up. You keep rising up. You keep putting people in their place that wronged you. And you have this strong boss-like energy. And this person that came against you and thought they was going to sabotage your reputation and do all type of things against you and not think about the consequences to their action. Well, this person is finding out that you was never a joke. That when you put your foot down and put this person in their place, that they was suffering internally. That they didn't think you was going to be the person to do that because they had no idea that you caught on to the scheme and the drama and this psychological game they was trying to put you in. And they had everybody ganging up to laugh at you, make a mock at you because of what they did to you. Now everything backfiring. Everything is going back to sender. Everything they dish out to you is literally returning to them. And not only that, you was tried through the fire, but now you're literally coming out like pure gold in the whole situation because God saw what they did to you and you saw what they did to you. While they thought they was winning to set you up, to make you feel like you were less than and that you was a nobody. Now everybody involved in the situation, everybody involved in this scenario is now having to have a seat and have that stank look. They got that stank look not because you did anything wrong. No, they got that stank look because they know they was wrong for how they treated you and how they went about doing you and didn't think that you was going to snap back, put them in their place and tell these folks about themselves. You got somebody in their feelings right now, somebody ego shattered right now, somebody that gossiping about you right now to somebody based off something they did to you. Not what you did to them, but something that they plotted to do to you. And because you came back strong, you came back throwing blows basically. Or should I say, you came back mollywopping a lot of people. Yeah, you mollywopped a lot of people physically and spiritually, energetically because of how they came at you because they thought you was anybody that they can play around with. Then they found out the hard way. You was never a game. You was never somebody to be played with. They thought, I don't know, because they thought you was beautiful on your outside, that you was one of them prissy type of women that you just get your nails done and you just cry on every day. No, they found out that not only are you beautiful on your outside, but you a fighter on your inside too. And that's a lethal weapon combination. Beautiful on your outside to the point where people are underestimating you and taking you as a joke, but you a fighter on your inside. And they asked for the smoke and got it from the person they least expected, which was you. They got the smoke because they asked to receive that smoke from you. They thought it was a game coming for you. They thought it was a game playing up in your energy. They thought it was a game thinking you was nobody. And you turned out to be somebody that would, again, mollywop them. You didn't have time to play these games because they thought you were, I don't know if you're a woman or a man or however this resonates with you. I don't know if they thought you were younger because by the way you look younger than your age. You could be over the age of 37 or 38, maybe even 40. Them that numbers I'm picking up. And they probably, when you go around people, they think you're like 22, 23, 27. They think you're young. And not only do they think you're young because of the way you look, because you're youthful, God is preserving your beauty and your youthful appearance. They think that you're young in your mind as well because they think you look young on your outside. But then when you started talking and you put people in their place and tell these people that you don't play them type of games, like people messing with you and your family, or just messing with you in general, or messing with somebody that you love. It could be family. It could be even your own self. You love yourself to the core. You respect yourself. But for some reason, when they come around you, they want to disrespect and not treat you right because they think you're younger than your age. And that's not a bad thing. You can use that to your advantage in these situations. When people come at you sideways and think you don't know nothing because they think you're young and you haven't lived life enough, that's your time to really show off and show them that you are not to be played with and you were not born yesterday. And this is what these people have found out. They found out that you was not born yesterday and that they really messed up coming for you. They try to take your finances away from you, try to get you caught up in unnecessary drama, try to set you up to get you fired off jobs so you would not be able to survive. And now it's really starting to crumble in their face. Everything they sent your direction is going back to them. God didn't like the way these people treated you. He saw everything, even the hidden secrets behind closed doors when it came to you. And they probably thought it was okay to, not tell you what they had going on. Having different monitoring spirits watch you, treat you like you're insignificant in anything, and basically try to report you secretly over something and lies being spread on your name just to ruin your reputation. But you know how it backfired? You know what got these people put in their place and why people found out this someone that is not a game plan with you is because you caught on to it immediately. And then you documented it, and then you made a report to whoever their boss is or whoever that knows them or whatever this game is, this organization, like a whole system thing going on to keep you in this utter state of confusion because they keep coming for you the wrong way. When you made that document, when you make that report, that literally dismantled everything that they had plotting against you. And this is what they getting a rude awakening about. They should never came for you in the first place. You did nothing to these individuals to warrant the disrespect, to warrant them playing psychological mind games with you, to warrant them believing that they can treat you any type of way because they thought you look younger than your age. They had no business coming for you in that direction. And because they tried it, now they have to suffer these consequences. Now they have to swallow this pill hard way and look bitter in their spirit because they thought it was a joke playing around with you. It was never no joke playing with you. You just didn't operate like how they operated. They used to being big bullies, being childish, messing with people because they think they're better, they're more powerful, because they're misperceiving a person or have a misconception about a person. And they think because, this person looks a certain way, you might be a little petite if you're a woman. If you're a guy, you might just be a quiet and very mellow, where you don't start drama with people. But you know what they used to say? Be careful with the quiet ones. The quiet ones is the ones that's really not the ones to play with. I used to hear that all the time growing up when I was growing up in school. Watch out for the quiet ones. Just because they're quiet, that don't mean that they a pushover and that they can't fight or put people in their place. They're just quiet. But that don't mean they are games to be played with. But the loud ones that think because they're loud and obnoxious, like how these people acted, they think people are supposed to be scared of them and that they are big bullies because they used to trying to set people up in groups. And now they came against you as one person. All these people, behind closed doors, people you didn't know, people that you do know, they all coming for you because they had a problem with your elevation and where you were going and what God was about to bless you with. They had a problem. So they did all they could to stop your finances, stop your elevation, stop your progress. They set all these traps up against you to find out that they were the joke. They were the sense of humor. They were the laughing stock. They was the one that was supposed to be mocked at because they were wrong on how they treated you. They was the one that had issues and a problem with you because they wasn't where you were mentally. You were mature. They were immature. They thought it was okay to come for you because, like I said, they were big bullies. And they thought because they had a certain type of clout, a certain type of job. I'm picking up heavy blue collar, white collar jobs, and where they're doing stuff where they feel like they got a good job and they can treat people any type of way because they're in a position. And because they got you off your job, got you fired, got you, laid off, whatever they did, they thought that they were better than you. They thought they were much higher in status than you because of this situation, because of their type of job, and you didn't have that type of job. But really, they didn't realize that God placed you there to call them out. And you called them out. You was the perfect person to do that. You called them out because you saw through the baloney. I'd rather be professional and not say, the other word. You saw through the baloney they was trying to send your way. And you basically said, I know y'all ain't talking to me. I know you ain't treating me this way. I know you ain't treating me like I'm nothing. First of all, let me tell you something. Let me put you in your place and tell you how I really feel about you. This is the energy you carried to this person. And they got shocked. And they found out, don't mess with you. So they had to go back and tell their entourage and all these other people, don't mess with that one. They are not to be played with. Matter of fact, they saw through my BS. They saw through the mess that I sent their way, and I didn't think they was going to see through it. And you saw through it. And that's more beneficial for you because this person had no business coming for you anyway, them and the other people. You were minding your own business. You were struggling to survive after people tried to ruin your life with their mess because they just didn't want you in a position of power. And you still got elevated right in front of the people that tried their hardest to keep you down, keep you to not shine, hide you behind closed doors, basically put a cover over you so they can hide you who you are because they wanted to be in the spotlight. They wanted the cameras to flick on them and not you. This is what these people wanted. But now it ruined what they wanted because now the cameras, after you put them in their place, you documented, made reports about them, and basically made different phone calls to different people and told them what they better do and stop messing with you and your reputation and your job and your image and your finances. Now all these people are looking dumbfounded because you called them out on their game, because you saw through the game from day one. And now they just don't know what to do. They really thought it was a game coming for you. And now everybody just like, wow, we least suspected you out of all people to put us in our place, to document and report us, to tell us about ourselves. Because we knew we was wrong. We just didn't think you were smart enough to catch on to us being wrong about you and how we treated you. But you caught on. And now it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people because now a lot of people are about to lose their job. A lot of people are about to be looked at sideways by bosses and different colleagues on how they treated you based off them coming for you time and time again thinking you was a nobody. That's what I'm picking up. And these people really just don't know what to do about the whole situation going down. Because while they thought they was trying to set you up, put you in some unnecessary drama, and didn't think you was going to catch on to it because they thought you was a pushover and you was anybody, you put so many people in their place. I mean, you literally ringing ears, somebody's ears right now. Their ears are ringing from all the yelling that you did to them. You mollywopped them in the spirit, but you also put them in a place. You probably didn't yell at a lot of people over a phone call, I'm picking up heavy phone call. You dialed somebody's digit to put somebody in a place about something they did to you. And these people just didn't think you was going to catch on to the scenario, but you did. And now their reputation is on the line. They could possibly lose their job, or they going to have to get a new career because they messed up coming for you. They thought they was going to really get that promotion, trying to put you under, put you down, ruin your life, your reputation, whatever they thought, ruin your finances and coming out on top and getting a promotion. Oh, that's done. You put the fear of God in these people. If they didn't believe in God before and they was atheists, oh, they believe in something now, because there's no way that you caught on to the schemes and the mess that they had going on the whole time. There's no way somebody like you caught on to that. But because you did, they found out they should not be messing with you. Messing with you is truly not a game. It will mess up their world coming for somebody like you. The one that they thought should be underestimated. The one that they thought was going to be easy. Easy like taking candy from a baby. That's what they're figuring out. They got faith now. They got faith in a higher power now, because there's no way that happened. They used to getting away with this stuff with other people, but for you, that was their last straw. And they see the consequences to their actions now after all that. And that's a blessing for you. And I just wouldn't worry about these people. It sucks to be them. And that's the message I got for a royal one. And until next time, bye-bye.